Hello, 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 and welcome to Larger Curves. Thanks for coming in today. On your way in, if you could smash that like button and smash the subscribe button, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. You know what? I've been sitting up here talking to y'all for 4 minutes. For 4 minutes, my microphone's been off. So excuse me, it's Sunday. I'm relaxing. Anyway, let's no, we don't want to show, we want to show that as the background. um we have this word games, like I was saying when the microphone was off. I'm gonna say it to you while the microphone is on now. So word games, I like getting to the etymology of the words, and we haven't done that in a while, so I wanted to be sure that we did it today because my husband and I, so, I haven't done the word games in a while. That's where I get to the root of the word, the etymology of the word. That's the thing that makes the word, right? Like, where did it come from? What were they thinking at the time this was thought of? What was the true meaning at that time? And is it like the reason you used to cut off the back of the ham because your refrigerator was too small? Or is there further meaning that we could get from the word now? Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves today. On your way in, if you could smash that like button and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already,
please ring my bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video, and so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that we're growing over here in these YouTube streets. You know, me and Mama Curves was out in the streets. If you follow my IG stories, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can pop on over to IG, Larger Curves with two S's on my new account because the last one got hacked. Anyway, moving right along. Thanks for coming through. Let's get to these words in this word game I want to play with you. Did you know that your girl is a wordsmith? On top of it all, I can make a rhyme of something short or something tall. I can make it grand or I can make it contrite, but you better know that all my rhymes come right. Okay? Okay. Yeah, she just did that off top for you guys. She just did that off top. She's still in here. She's still in here. I am her. All right. Let's see. Thanks again for coming through. While I'm sharing my screen, I hope that you are doing your thing today, hoping that you are leaving your like what is so a carbon footprint is what we leave as far as pollution wise on the world. Can we think of another footprint that we'd like to leave on the world that's a positive thing, not about our pollutive waste? Is there, what's the opposite of a carbon footprint? Let's see. What does Google say? What the opposite of a carbon footprint is let's see, carbon neutrality, negative carbon footprint. Huh. Oh well. I was trying to make a positive out of it. Anyway, you get what I'm saying, Curvies. You get what I'm saying. While I'm looking up these words, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. Is it sunny in your state? Is it sunny in your city? My city is 91 degrees on its way to, they said, what did they say? Tell me today. What are they talking about today out here in my city in California? 105. All right. That's not as bad as when I was in Vegas. You know, in Vegas, it's like 100 and Saint. I'm pretty sure that's sulfur I smelled when I was crossing the street. Pretty sure that was sulfur. I was there in July 11th through the oh, Shay B is in the house. What is good? What is good? That's what's up. Shay B is a curvy. We love her. Thanks for coming through and sharing your vibe with us. You've been here before, Shay B, when I get to like the root word and what the word really means, and you know, because sometimes I had a questioning phase where I questioned like just like everything. I still question a lot. And that's one thing about the beauty of life. Like we can be told and taught and attempted to be indoctrinated into certain beliefs, but we still have the power and the freedom to like do our own research and come up with our own decisions based off of our perception and what we want to believe. You know what I mean? So there's enough room on right for everybody. That's why the world is so big and round and lush, and so we can like just get over it and move over a little bit and give somebody else the space to exist. So, with that being said, part of the reason I love doing etymology words, Dragon's Majesty's in the freaking house. What you say? Dragon's Majesty, thanks for coming through today, sharing some of your time over here. You are so divine, sublime. We love you, Dragon's Majesty. You're always such a joy to have around. We love your additions and your POV over here. So thanks for coming through. Um, and so the etymology, that's where we were. That's where we were. Okay. Etymology. We know what it is first, right? I don't want anybody left behind. I usually talk super duper fast and like I start in the middle of my thought in my head where I've been talking for 10 minutes already. So, yeah, that's part of the reason I married my husband is because no matter where I started, he could like jump right in. He was totally my person from the jump. Um, the study of the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history. So let's make this half the screen. Luckily, I have this fancy screen where I can do things halves and wholes. Um, I'm such a dirty girl whenever I look, I said holes and thought holes. You guys, I'm sorry. It's Sunday. Let's share my screen now. Sorry. Um, etymology. Okay. So, word games. Let's start. Word games. So, the etymology is the study of words, of the origin of words, and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history. The decline of etymology is a linguistic discipline. Um, so, word history, development, origin, source. I like that for something we can look at today. Source, a place, a person, a thing from which something comes or can be obtained. The mackerel is is a good source of fish oil. A spring or fountainhead from which a river stream issues. The source of the Nile, a person who provides information. Military sources announced a reduction in strategic nuclear weapons. A book or document used to provide evidence in research. A body or process by which energy or a particular component enters the system. A part of a field effect transistor from which carriers flow into the inter-electrode channel. Ooh, aren't those tasty? Ooh, I like it. I like it. So I like going to not only those types of the definitions. I love doing a deep dive. I'm so dirty. A deep dive into the origin. Yeah, I love going to the origin, you guys, because in the origin, like that's what they were thinking when it originated to me, right? Do you guys like get what I'm saying? So that's why it's kind of important. Like, if, like, let's say this is a really far reach and everything, but let's just say for a second that I was like, oh, hey, husband, let's just say for a second that I was like, oh, have a nice day. But what it meant when I said it was F you. And for some reason, it continued as, oh, what I said, but it's not the meaning of it. You know what I mean? And that seems like a reach, right? But it's really important for me to go to the origin because that's literally what they were thinking when they decided to transcribe this word. So the origin of source is sugre in Latin. And I'm sure, like, to me, the source probably isn't Latin. It's more like Egypt, Kemet, but we'll go with Latin because that's where they got it from. Old French, sondre, to rise, source, late Middle English, late Middle English. So past participle of to rise. It's the past participle of to rise at the point of origin or issue, used to show that the amount, whatever. Okay. So it's since the 1800s, it's been used pretty much as a way of to rise from. So that makes sense. The source from which things arise out of, become out of. That makes perfect sense, right? So we're on the right track. So let's go to that word I just said. What I just say? Nice. My husband woke me up with this, y'all. I was like, I'm going to have to go live about it, baby, because no way. You know? Uh, let's go to the meaning of nice. Okay. You guys can hear me okay? Can I get a 2 if you can hear me okay? No thanks. I'm not answering your questions, Google. You already listen to every freaking thing. Okay, so nice is an adjective, right? We all agree that it means pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory. We had such, thank you, Shay B. I love you. We had such a nice time. You know, we'd be willing to believe that's what it means. All right, Dragon's Majesty, thank you for your participation. So, nice. We agree that it means agreeable, fine, suitable. Now, let's look at the more definition. Huh. Archaic. That means very old, you guys. Archaic. It implies knuckle dragging old. Doesn't archaic just sound like somebody's knuckles were dragging? Oh, it's so archaic, you know. But the archaic meaning of nice is fastidious, scrupulous. Let's look at fastidious. Very attentive and concerned about accuracy to details and cleanliness. But look at the origin of fastidious, loathing, you guys. The origin of the meaning of the word nice is loathing. How did we get nice from loathing? What is it? Opposite stay? Isn't that crazy? I was like, no way. Oh, Pinky the housewife came to visit y'all. Y'all, Pinky the housewife has a channel in these YouTube streets. I love her and Black Titanic over there. We have some excellent conversations over there. Thanks for coming through. Pinky the housewife. Love your POV. It's more spray. Okay. I just washed out the back wall. All the stuff away? Okay, husband. Not be right back. Okay, be safe. So look, the origin of the word nice is loathing. Isn't that interesting? Disagreeable, disgusted. It originally meant disagreeable, disgusted. Isn't that crazy? Oh no, I'm happy you're here. Shay B is saying hello. Shay B is awesome. Isn't that crazy, you guys? Did you guys know this? Am I preaching to a choir right now? Or did you have no idea that even with your love of etymology, the root word of even such a simple word as nice is very misleading? Isn't that interesting? Am I the only one that didn't know this? If you knew this, can I get a 1 in the chat? Did you know this already? And if you had no idea, can I get a 0 in the chat? Because I'm a 0. I'm going to put a 0 for myself because I had no idea, y'all. I had no freaking idea. So let's see. So, and that's just the root archaic, I'm doing air quotes, meaning of that. So it's word games. That is the ultimate word game, isn't it? Dragon's Majesty, you knew that nice was disagreeable? Because Pinky, Shay B, and I are all unaware. When did you find this out? But look, we went back to nice, and we're going to go to more. Going to go down. It really, the Latin word of nice is ignorant, you guys. Not know, like you don't know. Is the root word of it, that you're ignorant. There's like, oh, you're so nice. That gives a whole new meaning to stuff, doesn't it? And when you think about like just the frequency of and the vibrations that we exist as, right? Because we're all energy, right? We can agree, even if we're not on a level 8 or anything, that it's all energy, right? And energies are affected by frequency. It's proven fact. We can see it. We've witnessed it, right? And you know how people are like, oh, say your affirmations, say you're this, say you're that. And we do these things willingly. We participate in our good willingly, and we believe that we're saying the right thing. And we're like, oh, we want a nice house. Oh, we want a nice car. Oh, have a nice day. And the root of it is ignorant, you guys. Isn't that crazy? So okay. In the sense, stupid, ignorant, not knowing, coy, reserved, giving rise to the fastidious, led both to the sense fine and subtle, regarded some as the correct sense, and to the main current senses. So they never undid the meaning. They just said that it's a better way of saying ignorant. I say that all the time, right? Like we're always like, oh, I want a nice this, I want a nice that. And look at that. Look at that, you guys. We're speaking opposite of what our intention is. Isn't that crazy? Well, I would encourage all of us to just I don't know, I've been doing a deep dive on a lot of words. You want to see what queen means? I showed you guys queen before, right? We're always like, oh, hey, queen. Oh, I want to be a queen. Oh, he better treat me like a queen. Oh, queen of the house, queen of the castle. Um, you guys know what queen means? You want to know? You want to know? Let's see. So queens are supposed to be royalty, right? And so in our eyes, we've been fed that royalty is kind of chaste and pure and moral, has morals. Sorry about that. And just has morals and is opposite of a lady of the night, right? Yes or no? Would you say that based off of what you know, what you've been exposed to as the truth, that queens are opposite of their what would be the most opposite thing, which is a straight up hoe, prostitute for money? I am gonna say that that's what I believed. Just a female ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits the position by right of birth, right? Like a princess, crowned queen, one of the most powerful chess pieces each player has available, and it has unobstructed rank in chess. As a verb, queen, behave in an unpleasant, superior way towards someone, like don't be a queen. Monique was queening it over everybody. Now, I'm not sure whoever said that is a sentence, but listen to this sentence they said people think. Said people say, Monique was queening it over everybody. Have I ever used queening in that as a verb like that. Okay, well, let's go to more. Let's get to those roots. Let's get to the roots. Okay. So, a female ruler, a king's wife, a woman or thing regarded as the finest or most outstanding in a particular sphere or group, a woman or a girl chosen in the utmost position of a festival or event. Um, the female sovereign, the queen, the most powerful chess piece. The playing card represented the queen, normally ranking next below a king and above a jack. The etymology, that's what we're here for. A reproductive female in a colony of social ants, bees, wasps, etc. Oh, look, a little caution thing. Sometimes offensive. Hmm. Let's see. I wonder what that could be. Oh, they're talking about a flamboyant gay man, um, or feminine manner. An adult female cat that has not been spayed is a queen. I didn't know that one. Uh, verb, third person queen, past tense queened, queens, queened, queening, behave in an unpleasant or superior way towards someone. But, oh, let's go to the origin. Oh, look. Huh, that's strange. They just decided to leave it right there. I wonder why. But if you go to the word, because it says the origin is Germanic, Old English, Quan, Queen, Queen. So if you go to Queen, what's that mean? Did you guys know it? We're like, oh, hey, Queen. It means prostitute. Exactly the opposite of what we've been told that it just, all the definitions I just read for a queen had nothing to do with its origin word of being a harlot, a impudent, ill-behaved girl or woman, a prostitute. You guys, or barren cow. Ugh. Shared by Gune. I wonder what that one is. Let's look up that Gune. Let's look that up. Uh, copy. Isn't that crazy? We are so freaking aware. That is right. Oh, Sarah is here. Hello, bonjour, Sarah. Bonjour. Yeah, we didn't even know that. Oh, you did know that. You knew that Queen was a prostitute. I did not know that. Huh, let's see. So, a woman of any age, whether a virgin or married, a widow, or betrothed. So that's not a prostitute. The Greek word of it is not a prostitute. It's any type of woman. It's feminine, woman of any age, virgin, not a virgin. Okay. You knew that one too? Well, I've known about that one for a good year, but I still was an adult when I found that one out. A wife of woman of any age. So yeah, let's get off there. I don't like pop-up stuff. But yes, prostitute. So we had nice, which means ignorant. Have a nice day. Ooh, I want a nice man. Ooh, I want my kids to be nice. Ooh, I want a nice car. Isn't that a nice neighborhood? You guys. And women, not queens. And even if you were a queen, hello. Hello. But I'm just saying, look at this, look at this. Okay. So, what's another word we should do? There are so many freaking different words. Not all of them mean something completely opposite of that. Au revoir. Bonsoir. Sarah, thanks for popping in. Yes. So let's see. I'm sure good means good. It better mean good. Approved of, more definitions. Okay. Uh, yeah. Good, gut. Yes. Goods. So good seems to have always meant good. Bountiful, fertile, favorable character, good news. Okay, so that word is good through and through. Haha, get it? Oh, all right. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're all hitting that like button. Hit that like button. Smash the buttons, you guys, on your way in. Let's see. I don't know. Has a house always been a house? And a house just ain't a home. Okay, house, house, house. It's always been a house. Interesting. Look, the use of house over time has declined. Interesting. That's an interesting point. But at least the house has always been a house. Yeah, I wanted to come and show you guys those words. Let's see. Yeah, did husband tell me any other words? No. But we can real quick look at this fight. You know, I don't condone violence, but there was this crazy fight on the boardwalk of in Alabama, and this man got jumped by the what's good, DJ? This man got jumped by on the Montgomery Riverfront because he was a security guard, and it appeared that he was having people not block the riverboat from being able to dock and park. Let's see. Yeah, wasn't that crazy sad? Be right back. Husband calling me to get my hamburger. Oh, all right. I heard that. My husband be cooking for me too when I can eat food. I make my own shakes though. Let's see, let's see. Oh, it looks like they took those other ones. They had a lot more on here earlier. Let's see. Oh, here they are. Here they are. There was somebody who had a really good, a whole story. Is it in my favorites? Yeah, well, ultimately, the guys ended up arrested. So that's good. Let's start there before we start anywhere else. Shout out to Double D Mother um, for this good reporting.
Early by beating up a black security guard for doing his job in front of other black people. And now they have fucked around and found out. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's talk about it. So this occurred in Montgomery, Alabama at the riverfront. According to reports, the security guard was just doing his job. He went up to a group of boaters and told them they had to move their boat because the river boat was coming in and it needed to dock so it can let the patrons out. Instead of the boaters just moving their boat and complying with the security guard, they decided to jump him. They beat him up. See, what they didn't understand that it was a lot of black people around, honey, and we wasn't gonna stand for that. You not gonna jump our people in front of us. So, honey, as you can see in this water, one was swimming across the water to get over there to help. And then chaos ensued. The police were called and several were arrested. Some of the black people were arrested as well, but what I call that is good trouble. Small thing to a giant, because what you're not gonna do is jump our people in front of us to think that you're gonna get away with it.
Yeah, and then the people get off the boat that wasn't being able to dock, and they all witnessed it. And those people, after they jumped that black man, had just gotten their boat and they were about to leave. The police are on the dock, and those people were in their freaking boat ready to leave. Look, there's police right, right there. Right there is a police. You see the different police officers? And look, she has her hand on a person in a blue shirt. That police officer has their hand on that person.
So I put all the videos on my Twitter. Y'all can go check them out over there, every one of them. But I'm gonna play you a few that won't get me a community guideline violation. All right, players, put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Again, these people are letting Jason Aldean gas them up when at the end of the day, honey, Jason Aldean has security guards. You ain't got no security guards. So if you do something like this, you gonna fuck around and find out. This is Double D Mo for the Black Accurate News.
I love when he swam across. That's what time it is, you guys. They can change history all they want. They can whitewash. They can erase the whitewashing that they already did to our history. They can they already burned down our wall streets, bombed our towns and villages, and keep acting like we can't pull ourselves up by our bootstrap. They already like use their whole economy is based off of the free labor they got off of us, and they still only want to have a committee about talking about some reparations
So a group of
that were
voters in
promised,
Montgomery, Alabama.
you know. And we'll let her keep playing, but we don't have to listen to her because I'm talking now. But I feel like, there's definitely a shift that's happening. And there was a time when black people would have just stood around and watched that black man get beat up and been like, oh, well, that shouldn't have happened. And especially in a place like Alabama, that's like the armpits of the South right there. Like that's like steeped in, stewed in the sweat of its racist history and white supremacist ideologies. You know what I'm saying? So, he did a flying leap jump like thought he was Ong Bak on that brother. That brother threw his hat up like, here we motherfucking go. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That black man finally got down there. He's separating them. The guy finally gets up and then he took a tumble. Because like your adrenaline's going, your legs, like you wasn't planning on having to run on the pier, and fight these mofos off. Like, get off me, get away from me. Like, what's going on? And then here come more people. And I just feel like that's the time that it is. People are on edge and they're not going to let it continue to just happen in front of them anymore. Now, these guys got off the boat ready. There was a live stream of this happening. And we have some others. Let's see. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd my favorites go? Where'd my favorites go? Saved. Oh, that's my event. Wait a minute. Saved. Okay, then you have to go into the box. Yes, Jason Aldean will get it. He asks, who's Jason Aldean? I don't even know who that is. What was this? There was a part 3. Where's part 3? I thought I saved it. Might have just posted it. Let me see. Was it this one? One of these videos, what's even more disturbing than 12 people jumping this black man is this right here. I'm glad that the white triangle came up. So that guy running away from the black guy was one of the assailants, one of the 12 people that was just jumping on that black man. And our society is so disgusting in its over policing of black people that when we call for help, we end up the suspect. That when there's an obvious problem, that the first people you're going to go stop is some black people while the white people are getting back on their boat, leaving the scene. I'm going to let this play, and I don't condone violence of any sort or anything. And this officer has his pow out right now and is pointing it. That's the security guard, you guys. This is the security guard that just got jumped by 12 white people. And the black responding officer's training is having him stop the black man while he has his gun out, basically pointed at his head. And the white assailant, who basically started a riot. I mean, these are the words that they would use if it was reverse. I'm just doing what I've been taught. This is what the most disturbing part of this entire thing is. Like, there's a part of me that almost expects sometimes for certain people to behave the way that these people on the dock behaved. And by jumping in broad daylight, a black man, feeling like they were entitled to his space, knowing that nothing would happen to them, feeling so comfortable, they all jumped in. Even the women came and got some licks in. Can you imagine, like, I don't even want to know, God. And for that to have been what we just witnessed. Then, when the security guard, who's basically the cop's comrade in arms, is finally gets some backup on the scene, he gets the gun to his head while the white assailant flees. That Aldine guy that put the lynching in the song. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That small town song thing. Yeah. Whatever on him. He's like the Trump of country singing. He's going to make $1 gajillion. Let him. Let him. Hate does what hate does. Now it has a beat to it, has a country beat to it. You can line dance to it. It doesn't negate the fact that they were wrong, that whole song is wrong. We would be in so much trouble if they're currently arresting black rappers, putting RICO charges on them for lyrics in their songs. And then there's Jason Aldean. Isn't that interesting? Let's see what these comments are saying real quick. Let's see, where'd I leave off? Okay. Back, Jason Aldean, racist country singer. with that song out. What? What? Yeah, it's a whole to do. They pulled it from country music theme park, I don't know, and ABC um didn't let them perform on the CMAs. They pulled it from CMT and ABC didn't let them perform at the CMAs. I love all those acronyms. Thanks, Corey. He had the nerve to film the music video in front of a courthouse in Tennessee that a young black man was lynched in front of back in the day. Yeah, there's a whole lot of those courthouses and a whole lot of those trees. Yeah, yeah, it's in their heart. You're welcome. Crazy. I'm going to pull it up. That's wrong. The worst thing about it, there are black police officers and service people saying, yes, I love the song. They love the song? Curves. It's not just for the lyrics. Those rappers have done things to get the RICO charges, no. You're welcome. I love it. 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 Okay, so I'm gonna let this play, and you guys, I mean, am I seeing something that's not there? Is that not his pow pow? Let's see. That was clearly a pow pow. Sorry, you guys. I'm always doing too much. I'm the person that when you guys were having movie night at home and um they're like, "Oh, turn it up." I accidentally am the person that freaking doesn't just turn it up, but I don't just turn it up, but I accidentally restart the movie like every time. So look, you guys, 12 people jumped the man. And right there, he's finally getting his licks in. And the police officer immediately runs up to him. And look, that's a pow pow. Runs past the other police officer, too. They immediately are trained to see us as a threat, even if they're our own people. It's just the code of the blue, I guess. I don't know. That's like horrible. He was just assaulted by 12 people and now I have a gun in my face. Really, dude? Really? Oh, he going to jail. He going to jail, you guys. He going to jail. Ooh, he going to jail for that. Ooh, he going to jail. That was too much. That was overkill. This is what's overkill. Like, why did they even do that? I don't understand. So let's talk about that, you guys. What the heck is going freaking on? Like, what would possess that to happen and this to happen? Look,
An
let me show
apartment
you guys
manager
this.
camera appearing to assault a child at the pool. She has been arrested, and police say the boy wasn't the only victim. Good evening, I'm Chet Silver.
I'm Julie Luck. The manager reportedly asked the kids who did not live at the apartment complex to leave. Video of the tense moments, including a drink poured on the 11-year-old, sparked outrage online. BFMY News 2's Giselle Thomas spoke to the family involved. 62-year-old Kimberly Jennings was charged with 2 counts of simple assault on a child under 12. Tenants at Sedgefield Garden Apartments say they managed the apartment, and she managed the apartment for about 3 years. Now, the people involved live nearby, but not at the complex, and say they would regularly visit the privately owned pool. He untwists the Coke bottle and starts splashing it on me. Then she hits me twice, like here and here. That's how 11-year-old Jace Leary describes what happened with an apartment complex manager Wednesday. He says Kimberly Jennings was trying to get him and his 8-year-old sister to leave the Sedgefield Garden Apartments pool. The pool has signs that say no trespassing and for adults to accompany their children, but the siblings say this is not the first time they have visited the pool. Sometimes she would just come and tell us to get out. We wait, we come back. Until last Wednesday. Before the video started rolling, Leary says the manager pulled his sister's hair and hit her. The 11-year-old boy says at that point he threw a bottle at Jennings. What was captured in the video is Jennings throwing a soda and then reportedly hitting the boy in the chest and face. It's gone viral and sparked outrage in the Greensboro community where nearby neighbors protested. Again, Jennings was charged with 2 counts of simple assault on a child under 12. She bonded out of jail. Now, we reached out to Sedgeridge Garden Apartments and also tried to get a statement from its owners, but have not yet heard back. An apartment that
I know, Steven. I know, Steven, right? Like, this is a lot. This is a lot. What did you, this is awful, right? So we were looking at that, and then I had looked at the other, the fight on the riverfront, and I'm just like wondering what's up with this energy and saying about how we need to check our energy. But it all started with, we were doing the etymology of words, and we had looked up the word nice, and the word nice actually means ignorant. And so, like, we're all have a nice day, have a this, have a that. So, yeah. And then, of course, we did one of my favorite queens, which really means prostitute. But the way that we use it is everything other than a prostitute. And only the finest of finery of women are queens now. But queen means prostitute. Because then you go there. So yeah, we were just playing word games today. Yeah. I know. I know. I know. I know. Look, husband woke me up talking about nice means ignorant. And I was like, no way. And I look it up. And I was like, well, I haven't done a deep dive on a word in a while. Let's go ahead. So we decided to look it up, look it up. I did see, oh, well, did you guys hear that NBC allegedly responded to the letter? Oh, right on, Pinky. Thank you. Right on. Yeah, she needs to go to jail, like right now. Yes, she does, Steven says. Right on. I'm so glad you did. Yeah, it's just something that I do. Um, okay, you guys. So I didn't want to go over an hour on the word games. I might go back and when I can find my own proof that NBC allegedly responded to the letter sent by the people who work for NBC Bravo and with the threat of a lawsuit, they got a response. Yet Nene, who all the way went to a lawsuit, hasn't had a response. So I need to go see that. I'm looking for the response on my own. One of my fellow YouTuber content creators read something, but I don't know what they were reading from because when I look it up, I don't see anywhere that it's public that NBC responded. So once I find it, I'll come back live about it. Yes. No, I missed that one. Yes, exactly. So basically, from what I heard, they said that they want to, they take it seriously and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, it was a response, you know? I'll go back and watch the show when we're done. Oh, right on. I love you. Thank you so much for your support over the years. I really appreciate you so much. And you've been here since day one. Thanks for being one of my curvies. Yes. I'd much appreciate that. So yeah, I'll do another one later. Yep, I sure will. For sure, for sure. Soon as I find it, I'll pop back on for a minute and we could talk about it. But yeah, you guys, I would encourage you just for fun, like, look up different words, look up the root meaning of different words because you never really know what you're saying. Yeah. So have a nice day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm not going to say that anymore now that I know. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Let's see. Let's see. Have a wonderful. Let's see. Let's make sure wonderful means what we think it does. Wonderful. Okay. Inspiring, delight, inspire, extremely good, marvelous. Old English is wonderful, wonderful. See wonder, feeling surprise, mingled, wonder, wonder. Phrases. Wonder has always meant wonder. Right on. Right on. Oh, look, it says that it's confused with wander. But what does it mean? Wandering. A person who moves leisurely, casually, or in an aimless way. Zigzags. Sounds very zombie-ish. Anyway, we're not going there, Larja. We're not going there. Okay, it's coming up right on an hour. Isn't that lovely? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for being you. And thank you for spending your time with me here today on Larger Curves. On your way out, if you haven't already, smash those buttons, ring my bell, leave a comment. I love interacting with you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. As soon as I find that article, I'm coming back on and we're talking about it. All right. All right. See you later. Peace.